Jaimie Alexander could be making a move from the MCU to the DCU, especially with Wonder Woman now being considered after Chris Pine's comments on the Wonder Woman 3 cancellation. I'm stunned that they said no to a billion-dollar franchise. Rumors are swirling that Jaimie Alexander might be stepping into the role of Wonder Woman. So, let's dive into everything we know about the movie. One of the most exciting developments for Wonder Woman fans is the upcoming HBO Max series Paradise Lost. Initially, there were plans for a Wonder Woman spin-off movie focusing on the Amazonians, but that project seemed to stall. However, as part of the DCU's Chapter 1 Gods and Monsters slate, Paradise Lost was announced. This series will be set in Themyscira, the home of the Amazons, and will take place long before Diana's time. James Gunn has described Paradise Lost as a Game of Thrones-style series set within an all-female warrior society. It's still unclear whether this show is a reimagining of the original spin-off project or an entirely new concept. Either way, it promises to dive deep into the rich lore of Themyscira and its formidable inhabitants. If the Paradise Lost series stays consistent across both the old and new DC universes, there's hope we might see Wonder Woman again. Gal Gadot's recent comments about returning as Wonder Woman in DC Studios' new DC universe suggested that Wonder Woman 3 was happening. However, it was unclear how a third Wonder Woman film would fit into the rebooted DC universe, which includes new versions of Superman and Batman. In all of this, where do the casting rumors for Jaimie Alexander fit in? Jaimie Alexander, known for her roles in Thor, Blind Spot, and Last Seen Alive, has experience with superhero movies, having played Lady Sif opposite Chris Hemsworth's Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The character was severely underused, limiting how much Alexander's talents could be showcased on screen. By playing Wonder Woman in the new DCU, Alexander could bring the same kind of grit and dramatic range she displayed in her lead role in Blind Spot. In that series, she played a character raised from childhood to become a soldier, which relates well to Diana's training with the Amazons and her role as Wonder Woman. Neither James Gunn nor DC commented on Wonder Woman 3. Shortly after Gadot's latest comments about Wonder Woman 3 were shared online, reports from Collider and Variety contradicted her statements, indicating that Wonder Woman 3 is not happening in the new DC universe. According to Collider, the Paradise Lost series is currently the only Wonder Woman-related project in development at DC Studios. Variety sources also claimed that Gadot was not promised a return as Wonder Woman in the new DC universe. This situation has led to two conflicting narratives. Gal Gadot quoted what she claimed was said to her by DC Studios CEOs regarding Wonder Woman 3, while the new reports suggest otherwise. Neither James Gunn nor Peter Safran have commented on these discrepancies or on Gadot's recent interviews. Gadot has also not addressed the reports that contradict her statements about Wonder Woman 3. Patty Jenkins did submit a script for Wonder Woman 3 to Warner Brothers, but the specifics of the story remain unknown. Jenkins was willing to rework the story to fit the DCU's plans, but ultimately felt there was no viable path forward for her vision of Wonder Woman. Interestingly, Linda Carter, who famously played Wonder Woman in the 1970s TV series, was set to return in Wonder Woman 3. She was teased as the Amazon warrior Asteria in the post-credit scene of Wonder Woman 1984, but how her character would have fit into the storyline was never detailed. By playing Wonder Woman in the new DCU, Jaimie Alexander could bring the same kind of grit and dramatic range she displayed in her lead role in Blind Spot. In that series, she played a character raised from childhood to become a soldier, which relates well to Diana's training with the Amazons and her role as Wonder Woman. As for how Jaimie Alexander will play Wonder Woman in the DCU, one option is that Gal Gadot could pass the title to her in a third Wonder Woman movie. Another possibility is seeing how she could show up in James Gunn's Paradise Lost series on HBO. This series, set in Themyscira, could be the perfect opportunity to introduce Alexander's Wonder Woman, especially given the show's focus on the Amazons and their rich lore. This approach could allow for a smooth transition between the two actresses while maintaining the character's legacy. If Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is indeed passing the mantle, it could set up an exciting storyline that explores Diana's evolution and the challenges she faces as she prepares to hand over the title. Alternatively, Jaimie Alexander could be introduced in Paradise Lost as a younger version of Wonder Woman, or as a completely new character within the Amazonian society. This would give her the chance to establish her interpretation of the character while diving deep into the rich history and culture of Themyscira. Moreover, the Paradise Lost series presents a unique opportunity to explore the backstory and development of the Amazons, which could help build a strong foundation for Jaimie Alexander's portrayal. By showcasing the training, values, and struggles of these powerful women, the series could provide a perfect setup for her to take on the role of Wonder Woman in future projects. In the end, how Jaimie Alexander fits into the new DC universe will depend on the creative direction that James Gunn and his team decide to take. Regardless of whether she's stepping into an established role or creating a new path for Wonder Woman, her involvement has the potential to bring fresh energy to the character and the DCU as a whole. Besides the DCU having more exciting ideas to bring Wonder Woman closer to the comics than Wonder Woman 3 could, there's another key reason why bringing Gal Gadot back to finish her trilogy as Diana Prince doesn't make sense right now. After years of controversial releases, with the final movies of the universe underperforming and or being panned by critics and fans, the DCEU has come to an end. Audiences showed, through the poor numbers of 2023 DCEU movies like The Flash, that the universe was dying, and they were ready for the next step. Bringing back Gadot as Diana for Wonder Woman 3 would be doing the exact opposite of what DC needs to do. The studio needs to move forward and fully commit to developing the new DC universe, not focus on closing the story of DCEU characters that won't be part of the new universe. Even if Gadot's Wonder Woman 3 were developed as an Elseworlds project outside the DCU canon, having her back as Wonder Woman would only create confusion when Gunn casts the new Wonder Woman of the DCU. Instead of dealing with the DCEU's baggage, the DCU should make the most of the years-long break between Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, the DCEU's final movie, and James Gunn's Superman, the DCU's first movie. This break provides the perfect opportunity to reset and build a new cohesive universe without the shadows of past films lingering over it. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Jaimie Alexander potentially playing Wonder Woman in the new DC universe? And how do you feel about the direction James Gunn is taking with the Paradise Lost series? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.